Yes.
Recording?
Yes.
All right.
All right.
So how have you been?
I've been good. Went to Disneyland.
How was
It
Disneyland?
was good.
Yeah, I see you got a Kylo Ren plush from Disneyland.
Don't fucking lie. I wouldn't buy this on my own accord. You were getting rid of shit, and you just said I was a good dumping ground.
I mean, to be fair, I also gave shit away to other people too.
She gave me the fucking Kylo doll.
I gave you what I thought you'd enjoy the most, which is a Kylo Ren plush.
I would enjoy crack cocaine more.
I don't have crack cocaine.
That's unfortunate. It's another episode of drugs.
We already did drugs, David.
Did we?
Yes, we did a whole episode on drugs.
Huh.
You were there.
Don't do drugs, kids.
Don't do drugs. Yes.
Bad for memory.
Don't do drugs, or you'll forget that you've done whole podcast episodes on drugs already.
I don't have to do more on that.
Yeah. All right, so we talked about drugs, the criminal justice system. We've been dealing with some heavy topics.
Some hard-hitting journalism here.
Yep, and now we're just
Slowing down.
we're slowing down.
Right to a crawl.
Giving you guys a little break.
We're doing Pokemon.
Pokemon.
So if you don't like Pokemon, I'm sorry, this episode's worthless to you.
But if you don't like Pokemon, then you are worthless.
I mean,
I'm kidding.
I mean, there's a lot to unpack there.
To be completely honest, Pokemon is my favorite game. Like from the time, like it's been a mainstay in my life since I was like 5 years old.
Yeah.
Pokemon has always been there.
I played Pokemon before I could read.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's fun.
It's hard to play.
Me too. Because I remember when I was like 3 years old, we had Pokemon Stadium on Nintendo 64. I was born in 96, so this was 1999 or 2000. Playing that game at my grandmother's house, I did not know how to read yet.
Mm.
I had no clue what the fuck was going on, but it was just like, oh my god, a dragon. Oh my god, a plant that could eat people. Like it was
Same.
it was the coolest thing, and it's always been a part of my life, and I love Pokemon to death. It's the best.
So I was so excited when they added a pumpkin Pokemon because I wanted pumpkin Pokemon so much, and then I saw its evolution. It was awful.
Gorgeist?
Gorgeist is the worst. I hate it.
Really?
I hate it so much because it could have been so much more.
Is Gorgeist your least favorite Pokemon?
No.
What is your least favorite Pokemon?
It depends on the generation.
I mean, there has to be that one that just always you see it and it evokes such strong negativity.
Gardevoir.
Gardevoir?
I've seen so much porn of it.
Oh, that's different.
Is it? It evokes disgust when I see it. Every time I see a new anthro female-looking Pokemon, I just think, oh, straight furry is going to have an issue with this.
Oh my god.
And that makes me feel awful.
What was the grass type from Sun Moon, the one that looks like a lady, one with Trop Kick as its like signature move?
Oh, Sarina?
Sarina, I'm guessing there's a lot of that.
I haven't looked it up, but yeah, she's specifically a dominatrix with high boots.
I mean, you're not opposed to
dominatrixes in general. No, I'm not. But like, I don't want it. Straight people, they disgust me.
Yeah,
but,
they do.
I mean, I can't judge them. That only God can. And you got to love the sinner, not the sin.
Yeah.
So.
Oh right. So, any anthropomorphized female Pokemon is just one of your least favorites. But porn made from those Pokemon is not canon. So just based on what you've experienced...
Is it?
It is.
Because in the books, in the Canon library, it says there was a time when between a distinction in Pokemon, between humans and Pokemon, wasn't so clear. So people slept and married their Pokemon. It's canon!
Ow.
It's Gen 4.
Don't yell at me. But that is terrifying.
Yeah.
Okay.
So people fuck their Machamps and fuck their... Gardevoirs and their Lopunnies.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Lopunny got a Mega.
I don't think that's what... Are you suggesting that Lopunny got a Mega because of nepotism?
Yeah.
Okay.
Same thing with Lucario.
I mean, Lucario is just a generally cool Pokemon. Lucario is
also furry bait.
Okay.
It's also incredibly furry bait. The Pokemon that people say are the best Pokemon, like the best designed, are always furry bait.
Okay, maybe.
Almost always.
There's a few really well-designed Pokemon that are not furry bait. I like Sigilif a lot, and that is like the opposite of furry bait.
Yeah, I mean... You'd be surprised.
Okay. So, You told me your least favorite Pokemon. What is your favorite Pokemon? If you had to pick one, how many Pokemon are there?
Uh, 800 something?
If you had to pick one of the 800 something to be your diehard favorite,
Oh, that's easy, I already know.
what is it?
Sableye!
Yeah,
My little goblin boy.
Sableye. It makes sense because you both live in the dark and love shiny things.
I do.
Yeah.
He's also based off the Flatwoods Monster,
Okay.
which is in West Virginia.
Yes.
They were like aliens, I guess, that people saw,
Mm-hmm.
or some creature, and it's been part of local legend ever since.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Sounds like fun. And Sableye has a mega. A pretty good mega. It's a very gimmicky mega. But
It's a prankster.
yeah.
I've never used it.
Really?
Yeah, I only used base Sableye as through my playthroughs.
Okay.
I never bothered because Mega literally comes too late for it to be useful to me.
Got it. For the longest time, my favorite Pokemon was Sceptile.
Oh God.
And then, after Sun Moon, it became Mimikyu. Mimikyu is my favorite Pokemon.
Just because it's cute.
It's okay. It's cute. Great typing, great stats, great move pool, great ability. There's nothing that Mimikyu does not do successfully. It hits every check mark.
And it judges versatility.
And it has backstory. And come on.
Well, guess what? It survived the Dexit, so that's good. It's gonna be in Sword and Shield.
Good. It deserves to be in every single Pokemon game.
Oh.
Re-release Red and Blue with Mimikyu.
No, don't release Red and Blue again. I'm so tired. Please, God, I'm so tired. I'm so tired of Kanto.
Yeah. Whew. Yeah. Mimikyu is my favorite. Now, my least favorite Pokemon is Goldeen. And I will tell you why.
That's specific.
It is specific. Now, have you ever played Pokemon Diamond Pearl Platinum?
Yes.
Have you ever, in Diamond Pearl Platinum, tried to get a Feebas?
No, because I'm not suicidal.
So, you go into this cave in the middle of Mount Coronet.
I'm aware
and
of the
there's
process.
there's a specific lake in there, a foggy lake.
Yeah.
And the lake has, I remember this number. It was 292 water tiles in that lake. You need to fish in every single tile of the lake until you find the one Feebas tile.
And that tile has a 50% chance to have a Feebas.
Yeah. So you need to do every one 3 or 4 times just to guarantee that you haven't accidentally passed over the Feebas tile.
Yeah.
So, you repeat the process over and over. And by the way, the tiles reset day to day.
Yeah, every 24 hours.
So if you you can't start the grind at 9 p.m. because you won't be done in 3 hours.
Yeah.
And then you have to reset the next day. So, if you did not encounter a Feebas, you encounter a motherfucking Goldeen. And I wanted it to not exist. It was the biggest headache I've ever encountered in a Pokemon game. And Goldeen will forever be my least favorite because of that.
Now I have to draw Goldeen for the thumbnail.
Please don't. Please draw our favorites, not our least favorite.
Probably gonna try drawing us as trainers with our favorite Pokemon.
I am into that idea.
They're both ghosts.
Mimikyu and Sableye.
Yeah.
Yes, they are.
They're both ghosts.
Uh-huh.
Just enough for Halloween, Spooky Boys.
I'm gonna go as a Mimikyu for Halloween, and David's gonna go as a Sableye.
I don't have time to make that costume, but that would be cute one year. They'll be like, "Oh, what are you?" I'm like, "Oh, the furry."
That's you every day, honey.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, it's quite a lot.
Yeah.
Did you? I've seen someone do that, like the actual do the whole grind, and then their Pokemon was like did not like dry food, which is the beauty food. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
And so even no matter how many blue poffins he fed it, it would never get a high enough beauty ranking, so it could never evolve.
Oh no.
So it was basically a worthless Feebas that could never evolve.
Yeah, that's why when you find the Feebas tile, you catch like 30 Feebas.
Or if not, just fucking breed the Feebas that Ditto.
Well, that too.
I have a couple Feebas in waiting.
Good for you.
Oh, do you want to know how I completed the Pokedex for Sun?
Action replay.
No.
How?
So So if some of you have played the new ones, you know of the rare Pokemon Delmise. It's a ghost grass.
Mm-hmm.
It's a sea kelp that has attached itself to an anchor.
Yes.
It has a very unique ability called Steelworker. So every steel type move it uses as a stab move. So it's basically retypings
Yeah.
when attacking.
Great ability.
Really good. Well, it can only be found in one spot, and not everyone knows where it's at.
Isn't it like that sunken ship type thing? No?
No, there's no sunken ships. It's literally in Pony Island in the Seafook village. Next to one of the boats there's a fishing spot, and that's where you fish it up. It only has like a 30% chance. No one wants to fucking do that. So what I did is I would breed level 1s, hatch them, and then put whatever Pokemon was missing. Like, so if I needed a Drampa, which is that big fucking King of Red Lions looking motherfucker, I put up just a level 1 Delmise and like, I'll take a Drampa for this. And because people do not want to look for Delmise, it's not worth it.
Yeah.
They will just trade whatever they want.
Oh.
I would get whatever Pokemon I needed for Delmise.
That's
just
good.
because people wanted it.
Mm-hmm.
I still have a bunch that I never sold off.
So they're a valuable currency.
Yeah, it's for that time. I'm gonna have to wait for I guess GTS won't be a thing. In Sword and Shield.
Yeah. You remember how fucking unreasonable the GTS is?
It's yeah.
Like I remember when they introduced it in Diamond Pro Platinum, like you'd go on and I'm like, okay, I have a Gibble. I want a Dratini. I think that's a fair trade.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm like, okay, I look for Dratinis. People are like, I want level 100 Dialga for my level 13 Dratini. Like, bitch.
Yeah, I know.
Calm down.
Now with the GTS, you can just put a Pokemon and say, "This is what I want for this,"
Uh-huh.
and someone will eventually trade for it.
Oh yeah, that's what I was doing.
I mean, it's a lot. I mean, I was looking because I need to complete the Pokedex. I haven't finished my Living Dex yet, but I needed because I chose Pokemon Y. I needed a Xerneas, so I traded for it, and I'm pretty sure my Xerneas is hacked because it's a shiny Xerneas.
Oh no!
And Xerneas is shiny locked, and I think you can get it from events.
Mm-hmm.
And it's Japanese, so I don't think it's an actual event Pokemon. But Pokemon Bank has not deleted it, so that means it's legit.
Weird.
Oh, if you have a DS with internet capability and you still have Pokemon Black or White 2, you should use the private server.
So I have a DS, but I never played Black 1, Black 1, White 1, Black 2, or White 2. Yeah,
Well,
I skipped that generation entirely.
If you have Silver, do you have a DSi with internet capability? Or a 3DS?
Yes.
If you still have your original cartridge, I will give you the private server information. You can still get event Pokemon.
I would love that.
Yeah, and I mean you could eventually trade them up if you want to.
Okay.
But you would need Black and White too. I
Alright.
have one.
Speaking of Black and White 2, what is your favorite of the main series Pokemon games?
Are we including remakes?
Yes, you can include remakes.
Heart Gold.
Heart Gold.
Yeah,
That is a great choice.
it's considered one of the best ones.
Heart Gold was great. It was expansive. It was just a fun fucking game.
It had lots of stuff. It had the fucking the Game Boy music,
Yeah.
GB Sounds. They basically remade everything in the GB Sounds font.
Mm-hmm.
Like, even including things that didn't exist. Like, things like that, Pokemon would never do again.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, they will never do that again.
Mm-hmm.
It's too expensive and it cuts their bottom line.
Absolutely. I remember I got Heart Gold and my cousin got Soul Silver, and we played it. And I don't know if you remember this. There was an Arceus event in that game.
Yes.
And if you brought the Arceus to the ruins of Elf,
It would give you one of the creation trio.
yeah. So it had like this, like it was literally like a 3-minute long cutscene
Yeah.
of Arceus literally creating life,
Yeah.
and then the Pokemon would appear.
And a giant fucking egg.
Yeah, so literally, my cousin and I were sitting, and we're doing the event together. So he did it on his DS first. The whole cutscene plays. Both of us are completely silent for 3 minutes, just like staring at the screen.
And a bunch of real world pictures.
Yeah, and then the egg appears on screen, and the first word one of us utters is my cousin goes, egg.
It's a egg.
Yep.
Yeah.
10 out of 10 experience. Would do again.
Never gonna happen again. They've never done a event like that since Gen 4.
God, it was so good.
No, Gen 5 they've had an event.
It was such a good time, you know? Heart Gold is fantastic. Heart Gold is probably within my top 3, if I'm being... Heart Gold, Soul Silver. Probably within my top 3 of games.
Yeah.
But my number 1 favorite Pokemon game ever...
Pearl.
Because Sinnoh is my favorite region.
Pearl.
Platinum.
Oh.
Yeah. Platinum was just an upgrade on Diamond and Pearl.
It was... You say upgrade, I say, like, finished product.
Yeah, exactly.
Because, boy oh boy, was Diamond unplayable. Because I finished Diamond. The screen tearing, the weird pixels aliased, the fucking pace. Like, the game slowed down.
Yeah.
And, like, you think you've seen slowed down in Sun and Moon? Oh, honey, you've seen nothing until you played Diamond originally on an original DS.
Yeah.
Awful. Awful experience.
I got Diamond, but because... I don't want to say it was an awful experience. Because I liked Diamond. And Dialga is still, to this day, my favorite legendary Pokemon. But when I got Platinum, I was like, Diamond who?
Okay, here's a question. So, they're eventually going to remake Gen 4. Like, that's within this next console generation.
We've been fucking waiting for it for too long. Diamond came out in 2007.
So, I mean, Gen 3 just got a remake. They're going to get a new one for this generation. I just don't know what they're going to be called. Something in Timeless Diamond and Spacious Pearl.
Whatever, I don't care.
Because they always add a new subtitle.
Yeah, they gotta.
Like Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire.
Mm-hmm. I cannot wait.
I wonder if we'll see a primal Dialga and a primal Palkia.
I would die. I would actually die.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Because they don't remake the 3rd edition of any game. They just kind of incorporate it. So
yeah,
Platinum will probably be like...
Yeah, so the Gen 1 remakes were Fire Red, Leaf Green.
Yeah, there was no yellow.
Which is weird because they didn't do a red... The Fire Red and they didn't do something blue.
Well, blue is the American version.
That is true.
It's red and green in Japan.
Mm-hmm. And then Gen 2 remakes were Heart Gold, Soul Silver.
Yeah.
3. Yeah, okay, got it.
And then Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire instead of like Delta Emerald. But we got the Delta episode as a post-game thing.
Yeah.
Which is alright. It wasn't... I mean, it was cool, I guess, to see, like, you as a... Like, what it means to be a champion in the region. Like, you actually have responsibilities, but you're still a fucking 10-year-old.
Yeah.
And it looks like the new games, you look a little older than 10.
Yeah.
You look like maybe 13, 14.
Mm-hmm. We're growing. That's growth.
I love that. I mean, in Black and White 2, your characters were a little older than 10.
Mm-hmm.
Black and White, you were 10.
Yeah. God. I love Platinum. I could replay Platinum 1,000 times. I'll never get tired of it. Raise your hand if you've been personally victimized by Cynthia's Garchomp. Because...
her melodic fucked me up.
Literally, her entire team was like, hang on, this is actually not a predictable one-type team. This is going to take some fucking skill to beat.
It looks like Leon is not going to be a fire type. The new champion doesn't look like he's... Spoilers. He doesn't look like he's going to be a fire type only champion.
They should all do the mixed type champions. Like, it should just be the best possible trainer. You know what I mean?
I mean, they've all been the mixed type champions.
No, Wallace in Emeralds.
Oh, right.
Was a water type, and then Steven
was a steel type.
Steel, yeah.
Gen 2, it was Red.
Lance. No, because Red you faced post game. Lance was the champion in Gen 2, and he was all dragon.
He was acting champion.
Yeah. So,
yes.
The one-type champion is still... It was a thing.
Gen 1 had just blue, and he wasn't monotype.
Yeah.
He just wasn't very good either. Gen 4, yeah. Gen 5, N was the champion.
Mm-hmm. I didn't play Gen 5.
He was kind of the champ. Gen 5 spoilers for a game that's quite old. He... Basically, the evil team invades the Pokemon League.
Yeah.
To take over the Unova region. And he basically beats the champion, and so you have to beat him. And you win because you guys, like, your passion for either truth or ideals shines. It's bullshit. But he doesn't have a monotype team.
Got it.
In fact, he's a legendary in his team.
Which one?
Depends on what game you're playing.
Oh, either
Reshiram or Zekrom.
Yeah,
yep.
Got it. Okay. So, your favorite Pokemon game is Heart Gold.
Yeah.
Heart Gold, Soul Silver. What was your first Pokemon game?
Silver. I have the cartridge over there.
Oh, that's great. Let me see it.
Hold on to it.
Yeah. David is getting out a collector's item for me.
Yeah, just drop it.
He dropped it. Yeah, it now has 0 value.
There it is.
Oh my jeez. And you have Pokemon. That's not Pokemon Yellow.
That is yellow.
Oh, that is Yellow, yeah. Pokemon Silver and Pokemon Yellow. Wow. Remember how fucking epic Lugia was?
I mean, I thought it was cool, but it was like a...
Lugia...
It's not a very great design.
I think Lugia is one of my favorite legendary Pokemon.
I thought Dialga was.
Dialga is my number 1, but I really like Lugia. Lugia is also phenomenal in the competitive battling circuit, which we'll go into later. But
I think people that use legendary Pokemon on the team are bullshit.
well, if you're fighting in Ubers, then you basically have to use legendary. So your first game was Silver. My first game was Crystal. Actually, no, that's a lie. My first Pokemon game was Pokemon Stadium on the N64. Then Pokemon Crystal on my first Game Boy. And then we went from there.
The batteries are long since dead on these.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, I mean... Actually, recently I bought a Pokemon Crystal for the Game Boy Virtual Boy right here.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
So I will always have access.
Mm-hmm. So, David and I were talking, and I think our favorite, or not our favorite, but probably the most memorable part of any player's journey in a Pokemon game is choosing their starter. And
Even if you're a child.
What?
If you're a child.
No, even if you're a grown adult.
I disagree.
Listen, there's been a lot of discourse on the internet about what is the best starter, what is the worst, and we've decided to tackle that issue. We've ranked all starters on a tier by tier basis.
Yeah. Not including the new Gen 8 ones, because we didn't play with them yet.
We haven't played a single...
And we haven't seen their evolutions yet.
Exactly, so we can't...
At the time of recording, it's the 23rd of October, in case they release it like tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm not making an addendum or edit this. You're just going to have to deal with it.
I mean, to be fair, Sobble, I have high hopes.
I've heard he's going to be an Iguana Spy.
I love that.
And I want him to be a Dark Water type again, because it's a good typing.
How about Water Ghost?
Well, Furlish is already going to be in the new games.
That's true. Okay, so we did starter Pokemon by tier. We're going to start with our least favorite starter Pokemon, our F tier.
Our F tier.
All right, so, and we have different lists, by the way. We're
Yeah.
just going to compare, and then we'll come to an agreement about these Pokemon later on.
Yep.
Okay? So, my F tier only has one Pokemon.
Same.
Cyndaquil.
Charmander.
What?
I fucking hate Charmander so much.
How can anybody on Earth hate Charmander?
The sins of the father carried to the son.
No.
I hate
What?
Charizard
Why do you,
so fucking much.
Okay, you hate Charizard because Charizard is being pushed way too hard by Nintendo.
It's always been pushed. He's pushed by the fans too. Like, oh, Black Charizard. Whoa, fucking great. Who cares? I'm so tired of Charizard. I'm so sick of hearing Charizard's name. I'm sick of seeing him in Pokemon. I'm so tired of it.
Listen.
He had 2 fucking Megas, and now they gave him a Gigantamax. I'm so angry.
I put Charmander in my S tier.
I put Cyndaquil in my S tier.
What is happening?
Charizard sucks.
Okay.
His children suck too.
Alright. Charizard...
I'm so happy that Stealth Rock effectively kills Charizard at this point.
Charizard did not ask to be this famous.
Yes, he did.
And I will say this. Playing Pokemon Stadium, the first ever game I ever played, I'm like, that's a cool dragon. I need to have it on my team. And you know damn well, most of us thought the same thing.
My first starter was Bulbasaur. Because he was a baby.
What kind of childhood did you have?
Great one, can't you tell?
I'm not. This is not an exaggeration. A lot of us would not be Pokemon fans to this day if it weren't for that cool fire-breathing dragon that we saw when we were 7 years old. You know what I mean? So I think, and you put Cyndaquil as your S tier.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fucking just go off on Cyndaquil for a minute right now. Cyndaquil is the most underwhelming fire starter ever made.
He's also the best fire starter of his region.
Fire type Pokemon of his region?
He's the best starter of his region. He
Disagree.
You're wrong, because he destroys everyone.
Completely disagree.
Completely destroys the entire region.
Okay.
Have you ever played with a Cyndaquil on your team?
No.
That's why.
I played with Totodile.
It's playing easy mode. But since Cyndaquil as your starter, it's easy mode. You fucking destroy. It progresses really fast and it gets really good moves really early on, and you just fucking destroy with Cyndaquil. Like Typhlosion, fuck. Typhlosion fucks. I've also seen porn of Typhlosion. I hate it.
Jesus. You know what? We gotta split the difference here. Because we have polar opposite opinions about both.
Both F, done.
No, both C. They get balanced out.
I hate that.
Yeah. So,
Liberal cucks in your moderation.
C, Charmander and Cyndaquil.
What are your D tier?
Alright. Well, alright. So you only had one Pokemon in your F tier?
Yeah, I hate to remember that much. It's
All right.
only for him.
Alright. The first Pokemon in my D tier, Chikorita.
First pick of my D tier, Snivy.
Snivy.
It doesn't, it's a very boring Pokemon.
Okay. Now, this is spoiler alert a little bit. I put all of the Gen 5 starters in the C tier. I have no experience with them, therefore I put them all at the average rating.
I put 2 of the Gen 5 at D tier.
Okay.
Just because they're boring.
Then I'll defer to you on those. So what's the other Gen 5 Pokemon you put in D tier?
Tepig, because I'm so tired of firefighting types, and it doesn't do anything special. It doesn't have as good a boost as fucking Speed Boost Blaziken. It will never be my true firefighting start Pokemon.
Okay.
Then the other one I put is Fennekin.
Fennekin.
Yeah.
I also put Fennekin in D tier.
Because I'm tired of Furry Bait.
Yeah.
Also, its typing it has a cool design. Fire Psychic isn't great.
Yeah.
But the true Fire Psychic will always be Ninetales.
Mm-hmm. Ninetales is not Fire Psychic.
It is Fire Psychic.
No.
This is pure fire?
Yes.
Well.
It's a fire Pokemon that has access to Psychic and Ghost moves.
Yeah.
Okay. Chikorita. Where'd you put Chikorita?
C. It's
C?
a very okay Pokemon. I've used it.
I put it in D tier because Meganium is
Fragile.
fragile. Okay. Meganium is also probably the most predictable Pokemon here. Because all that you can do with Meganium is
Razor Leaf.
dual screens, and that's about it.
I mean, yeah.
So I put Chikorita in D tier.
I put Chikorita in C tier. I'm done with my D tier. It was only Snivy, Tepig, and Fennekin.
Are you fine
At me.
Are you fine putting Chikorita in D tier?
Yeah.
Okay.
It doesn't bother me.
And then my last D tier Pokemon, Chespin.
Wow.
Where did you put Chespin?
I put Chespin in B tier.
Interesting. I think that Chespin has shitty typing when it evolves.
Grass fighting.
Grass fighting is pretty shitty typing.
Weak to poison.
Weak to poison. Times 4 weak to flying. Weak to psychic.
Fighting type is not weak to flying.
Yes, it is.
It doesn't have a defense. It does a weakness to it.
Yes, it does.
You sure about that?
100%.
I think it gets a pretty cool move, though, as a signature move. It had a signature move.
It does, yes.
Spiky Shield.
Spiky Shield is a good move, but it doesn't make up for the fact that it has bad typing and it's awful speed.
It's a tank.
It's awful speed.
Tank. It's not meant to be used as a sweeper.
The fact that fighting is such a good offensive type usually means that you need to have good speed to compensate for that.
You don't compensate
not
for a good
compensate,
thing.
but
Complement.
Compliment, that's the word.
But it's specifically meant to be a heavy hitter, slow hitter, like a tank. The whole point is they move slowly because of Spiky Shield.
Okay, then I will.
I would move it up to C at least.
Okay. All right, my C tier.
Yep.
All right, a lot of people are gonna be mad at me for my first addition to the C tier, and I will give it a little bit of explanation. When I played through Gen 3, I never picked this Pokemon as my starter.
Well, bet it's Mudkip.
Not once. It is Mudkip.
Yeah.
I put Mudkip in my C tier. I'm guessing you put it in either A or S.
It's an S.
It's an S.
It was my first Gen 3 Pokemon.
I always picked Trico.
I can tell.
Yeah.
Mudkip has a very good typing.
It has great typing.
It's great typing. It's a very strong, bulky Pokemon.
Oh, Swampert is an amazing Pokemon with great typing, a great move pool, good abilities. It has a mega.
It is the best water type in its region. In a region with lots of water types.
It's not better than Kyogre.
I beg to differ.
Okay, if you think that Swampert is better than Kyogre, then we got a problem.
Kyogre's bad. Kyogre's trash.
Kyogre is trash.
Kyogre's trash.
Girl, what?
Anyway, Kyogre's trash. Mudkip forever. Mudkip for life.
You did not.
Kyogre's trash.
Kyogre is not trash.
The god of the sea is trash. Mudkip wins. Mudkip is a amphibious creature. It's of both land and sea. It's the king of all. It surveys.
I will compromise. I will put Mudkip at B.
Fine.
Because I know a lot of people love Mudkip.
Yeah, they like Mudkips.
Yeah. All right. Also in my C tier, the last of the Gen 5 starters, Oshawott.
I put that in my A tier. Oshawott's very good, especially with Scald.
I don't care enough about Gen 5, so I'll defer to you. Oshawott goes in A tier.
It's a dumb design when it evolves, but it's fine.
All right. And then do you have any more Pokemon in your
C tier? Yeah, I have all my Pokemon C tier. We haven't gotten to me.
All right, and then the last of the C tier Pokemon that I have is Litten.
Same.
Litten. Okay, good. Yeah, listen, Litten is. I guess it's cool sometimes, maybe.
I mean, it's a cute cat, and then it goes on hind legs and becomes furry bait again.
Oh yeah, it is on a scale of 1 to Incineroar. That is how we measure furry bait in the Pokemon world.
I just don't like its sausage fingers.
Its
fingers are like curved outward and come back in like it's wearing cartoon gloves, and I hate that. They could have given it like slimmer fingers.
Oh, I see.
Or like solid square blocks, but it didn't. They gave him weird fat sausage fingers, and I can't unsee that.
So
and I've also seen its dick too much.
Yep.
It's also in Smash now.
Yep. All right. So
all the furry Pokemon are in Smash.
What other Pokemon do you have in your C tier?
Chikorita.
Chikorita, we already ranked.
Froakie.
Froakie, we have not ranked. I put Froakie in my A tier.
Froakie's in my C tier.
I really, 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 really like Greninja.
And that's why I don't like it.
Because of Greninja?
Yeah. I don't like it because it became so popular that Game Freak decided to give it a special ability that only had Battle Bond.
Yeah.
Which lets it turn into Ash Greninja, meaning now that the anime and the games are now somewhat intertwined by one Pokemon.
Yeah.
And I hate that because then it brings a lot of things into question. How did these things fit? And also, everyone loves it so much, I can't fucking stand it.
So your biggest knock against Greninja is existentialism and whether or not it belongs in its current state in the game.
Or it belongs that people hate it. I just don't like it.
It has just from like a battle standpoint, Water Dark is good typing. It has amazing speed, really good offenses. Probably one of the top 5 abilities in the game when you're not using Torrent.
Protean has a really good ability.
Protean is one of the best abilities.
Yeah.
And it has like the most diverse move pool. You can do anything with it.
Yeah, I hate it.
You hate it.
I hate it.
If you hate it, why did you only put it at C?
So I don't hate it as much as I hate Charmander. I hate Charmander with a burning passion.
Because he's fire type, so burning passion.
Well, I'd rather smother its flame out, but...
Calm down.
I just think Froakie is milquetoast at best, and people put too much stock into it. It has a very okay design. In Protective Pikachu, they were cool, I guess. I'm just so tired of it. It was also one of the most popular Pokemon of that generation. Like, they did a survey.
So you have it at C. I have it at A. We gotta split the difference
B?
here. Yeah.
What do you have in your B tier?
Oh, you're done with your C tier?
Yep, just Chikorita, Froakie, and Litten.
Okay. Let me just do this real quick. Alright, my B tier. The first of the B tier is Torchic.
Okay.
Where do you have Torchic?
A.
We could go back and forth here. I'd be okay putting it in A tier.
I played through Gen 6 with a speed boost Torchic.
Oh yeah, that Blaziken. Oh my god. Okay, even before speed boost, like just think about it in Gen 3. How good was Blaziken?
Very good.
Blaziken was damn good in Gen 3.
Very good.
Yeah.
Still very good. And it got the first Gen 3 Mega.
Uh-huh.
I was like, oh, this is suspicious. And then the remakes came out. I was like, oh, that's why.
Yep. Yeah, I loved it. Blaziken was great. The only reason I put it at B is because as much as I really like Blaziken, and as much as Torchic would never let me down, Trico was always my favorite in Hoenn. So that's why I only put Torchic at B. But I'd put it at A. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
All right. What else do you have in your B tier?
Bulbasaur.
Bulbasaur. You said Bulbasaur was your first ever starter.
Yeah, it doesn't mean it's good.
And you put it at B?
Yeah. It's not a very good Pokemon. It levels up very slowly. Doesn't get access to its best moves until later in the game. It feels slow as shit, and it's got a really bad typing.
But
Poison Grass is not a very good typing.
Oh, it is not a good typing at all. I purely put Bulbasaur at S for sentimental reasons.
Fuck that. No, I don't need sentiment for that. It's not a very good Pokemon. It's cute as fuck, and its shiny is cute too, but I think it needs a regional variant. I think the Gen 3 starters need regional variants, excluding Charizard. Charizard can fucking burn in hell.
Then I will put Bulbasaur at B.
And B, I also have Trico.
I will...
Just because I played a playthrough with Trico and stuff, and I was like, oh, this is a cool Pokemon, but it wasn't the main focus of my party. I'm very milquetoast on all the starters because they're not that great.
I will fight you.
Okay, you'll lose.
Trico, I wrestled for 2 years.
I don't play fair.
Neither do I. Okay, listen, Trico is it. Let me just try to sell you on Sceptile. Besides the fact that it had a really cool fucking design.
I think its design got way better when it got Mega.
Okay, fine. It gets a Mega with a really interesting typing.
Dragon Grass?
A unique typing.
No, it's not. Dragon Grass is not unique.
It was unique before Alolan Exeggutor.
Yeah.
Okay. Sceptile in Gen 3 was so fast. It had a really good move pool, especially early in the game. You got that diversity that you didn't really get from anywhere else. It gave you grass, dark, and remember, this is before the physical special split. Mm. So the grass, dark moves were like giving you a good amount of versatility. Trico's just I can't get enough of it.
Was Leaf Blade a signature move for a while?
Yes, Leaf Blade was its signature. And Leaf Blade is a great move. And then when it went on into other generations, like Sceptile, I think got better with the special physical split because it got access to Leaf Storm, which was just it hit hard with that, and it got extra sensory. Like Sceptile had a lot going for it. And then it got a Mega with a great ability.
I don't even remember the ability.
Lightning Rod.
Oh, okay.
So it would boost its special attack. So you could switch in on electric type moves, get that boost, and then you could either Leaf Storm or Dragon Pulse, whatever was in front of you.
Why would you put Dragon Pulse on it? Does it not know a physical dragon move?
No, it was a special attacker.
Give it Leaf Blade though. Why would Leaf Blade be?
So Leaf Blade was useful in Gen 3 before the physical special split, and then after the physical special split, there were a couple of generations, namely 4 and 5, before it got its Mega, where you were like, okay, how do we balance this out? And then in Gen 6, they're like, here's a Mega. It now is part Dragon type, and it has another way to boost its.
Megas don't exist anymore, so it's kind of a useless type now.
It is still part of my childhood.
I mean, fuck your childhood. It's still in Sting and Beacher for me.
Well, it's an S for me, so we gotta
A.
Split the difference.
Play with Torchic.
Yep.
Also in B tier, I have Chespin. We've already talked about Chespin. Chespin's a
Yeah.
milquetoast typing with an interesting gimmick, but that's
Mhm.
all it is. Poplio.
Poplio.
I put that in B tier.
Okay.
I did a playthrough with Poplio.
I also did my Sun playthrough with Poplio and my Ultra Sun playthrough.
I did
with
my
Poplio.
Ultra Moon. I didn't know you had a 3DS. We should be battling together.
I don't use it that often.
Neither do I. I'm doing a bug type playthrough right now of Ultra
Okay.
Moon.
Poplio, I put in the A tier.
I
Water Fairy, like, come on. I loved the typing, and I loved the design.
it gets a pretty cool ability, Liquid Voice.
Yes.
Really good ability, but its design is irritating.
I also thought that Liquid Voice was a bit of a redundant move. Because Liquid Voice just converts all sound-based moves to water, correct?
Water type, yeah.
Yeah. It already has a water-type sound-based move.
I'm pretty sure the type you're talking about is a fairy move.
Sparkling Aria,
Yeah, it's a fairy move.
it's water. I'm 1,000% sure.
I'm pretty sure it's a fairy type I used on my team.
I am 1,000% sure Sparkling Aria is a water type.
I'm pretty sure it's a fairy type.
It
Unless
isn't.
it's a dual type move. Oh, it is.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a water special. Huh.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. If the target is burned, heals it. What a useful ability.
Well, here's the thing. It's also a sound-based move. So it bypasses Substitute.
Does it affect Mimikyu's disguise ability?
No.
No.
So, yeah, Liquid Voice is a bit useless. I would just run Torrent on it.
But if you use Echoed Voice or Hyper Voice, it works.
I mean, Hyper Voice is the same power. The only difference is that Hyper Voice doesn't burn the other Pokemon.
I mean, this one doesn't burn it.
I mean, doesn't heal burn, sorry.
Poplio is in my B tier.
Poplio is in my A tier.
I'm moving in B. In A tier, I have Oshawott.
Hang on, we haven't finished my B tier.
Oh.
Hang on, and we still haven't finished the matter of Poplio. Because you say B, I say A. There's no split the difference here.
Oh.
We gotta pick one or the other.
Alexa, flip a coin. Heads.
Fine.
You've got tails.
Ha!
A tier. I don't like its design.
Okay.
It's a cute Pokemon, but I don't like its design.
Poplio stays.
I think it would be a cool Mega.
Alright. Also in my B tier, Turtwig.
Oh, I forgot I have Turtwig's in my C tier. I forgot I separated it.
What? Why would you do that?
I mean, ground grass isn't a very. I mean, it's an okay typing. It just it's a cool looking design. It needs an Omega. It really does.
It
and
needs something.
And I'm hoping they give it one in the remakes.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're done with Megas entirely. I doubt they are.
Yeah.
I think I for sure think they're lying. They say like, we're done with Megas. I for sure the game publishers and developers have lied about stuff in the past.
Mm-hmm.
Like, remember when the PS Vita came out?
Yeah.
A reporter reported on it, like the whole specs. Like, it was a whole known thing in the industry. Sony kept denying it and called her, the reporter, a liar. Called her credentials into question just so they can have their own release.
Yeah.
I'm imagining that's what's gonna happen is we're not gonna have megas for the main campaign, but we will have them post game. Like, some will sell to us, like they did in Ultra Moon.
Yeah.
I'm sure they're gonna rebalance megas in some way, but I think Turtwig needs like a mega, like really bad. Like, not Turtwig, but
Torterra.
Torterra needs a mega real bad.
Yeah.
It needs a new ability. It needs to either decide what it wants to do, defense or not, because it needs to pick one.
I mean, it just is bulky.
It's all it is.
Yeah.
It doesn't hit hard enough.
I
It
mean,
needs to hit harder.
Earthquake and Woodhammer on that bitch.
I think it needs a special, like a signature move. They need to give it.
Okay. So you put it in
C tier.
I put it in B.
It doesn't matter really.
I'll put it in C because
There's a lot of Pokemon B already.
yeah, the Turtwig is a cock cigarette, you know?
Sounds good at first,
It
but
sounds good at first, but then
upon further examination, it isn't
Yeah.
that great.
All right. Also in B tier, I put Piplup.
Same.
Okay.
Piplup is a cute Pokemon with a cool typing when it evolves. It looks cool. It's just a little...
Yeah, Water Steel is one of the best defensive types. It's really good.
Yeah. It just... Its overall design was not that great. I mean, it's... I know people love...
I disagree. Empoleon is beautiful.
No, it looks too stiff in every design I've seen of it. It looks way too stiff.
Because it's a steel type Pokemon.
I've seen steel type Pokemon that look lively. Steelix looks lively. Purple looks like it's stuck.
It is stuck.
It doesn't have
That's
to be.
how penguins look.
Maybe I just don't like penguins.
How do you not like penguins?
Easily. Have you seen their knees? Abominations.
Fine. Anyways, we agree that it's in
A B tier, yeah.
Alright, and then my last B tier Pokemon, Rowlet.
I have that in S tier.
Really?
Yeah.
I've not... Okay, to be fair, I've only done one playthrough of Sun and one playthrough of Ultra Sun, and I picked Poplio both of those times. I think Rowlet is a cute Pokemon, and Decidueye is really cool.
Yeah.
I just don't have enough experience with it to legitimize putting it any higher.
I think Decidueye is the same. It's the same cool guy as Greninja, and that's why I don't. I have a few points against it, but it has a interesting typing, and it has an interesting. I forget what's ability actually. Its hidden ability is. I should probably look it up.
Yeah.
But its signature move, Spirit Shackle, is pretty cool.
Oh yeah, that is a really nice move.
Yeah, it stops Pokemon from leaving battle.
Mm-hmm.
And I forget what its Z move version of that's called. But it's pretty cool. It's a archer bird. That's pretty, and there's not a lot of those.
Mm-hmm.
It's a barn owl, so it gets the ghost typing.
Yeah.
Because they look like ghosts.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was cute. It's a very cute conceptual Pokemon.
Yeah, I think I would rate it higher than B if I actually played through with Decidueye at least once.
I just think leveling it's a pain in the fucking ass because it goes from grass to grass flying and then to grass ghost, and you are exposed.
Yeah.
And while you're leveling that, I tried doing the Malo's trial.
Yeah.
At my first playthrough of Sun with
Which one is that?
the grass type.
Grass type, yeah.
But she summons a bug, or not a bug. It is grass type. The Mantis, Lurantis.
Yeah.
It's a pure bug type, or it's a pure grass type.
Pure grass.
But it looks like a bug, and it has a lot of bug moves, and it fucking destroyed my poor little Rowlet.
Yeah.
My Rowlet deserved better.
So Rowlet is our first addition to S tier.
You gonna put S?
I'll put it in S.
Okay.
I'm giving it the benefit of the doubt. I'm saying if I played...
You'd have to play with it, though.
Yeah.
I think you really should. It's a good, if you do a mono ghost type team, it would fit well.
Alright, so anything else in B tier for you?
No.
Alright, so we move on to A tier where I only have one Pokemon left.
I have a bunch of Pokemon.
Really? Okay.
Yep.
So the one Pokemon I have here that we have not ranked, Totodile.
We haven't touched a lot of Pokemon.
Well, hang on. Let's discuss Totodile first.
Totodile is in my A tier as well.
Okay. So you were complaining earlier about Totodile and saying how Cyndaquil...
Cyndaquil is the best Pokemon for that region. It just powers through. Totodile's a close second.
You didn't make it sound like it was a close second.
Well, it's a close second. I'm saying it now. You didn't press me on that. So
And by the way, Feraligatr, Dragon Dance Feraligatr.
every time I
my
play
God.
through a game, if I don't want to play easy mode, I play with Totodile
Okay.
because Totodile's a good medium. I always need Katara
Mm-hmm.
just because. And I always love it because Feraligatr is such a cool looking Pokemon.
Yeah.
It's a big ugly mama, and I love that.
Mm-hmm.
I wish it was a different color.
Yeah.
That baby blue looks real gross.
I would make it a little bit darker.
I would make it like a deep blue or something, but it's fine, I guess. It's just it's a physical attacker?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I always would run Dragon Dance, Waterfall, Dragon Claw, and Ice Fang on it. Or if not Ice Fang, then Crunch.
I don't remember any of the movesets I had for any of my Pokemon.
Oh, I have an encyclopedia.
I don't do competitive battling, I play through the game.
Oh. Well, I do both.
I breed for shinies. That's all
Alright,
I do.
so who else did you put in your A tier?
Oshawott
We agreed to put that at A.
and Torchic.
Agreed to put it at A.
Squirtle.
Squirtle I put in S.
Squirtle is the best Pokemon for Kanto, just purely by type matchup.
Yeah.
For all the gyms, it's the best one.
Yeah.
I don't like I don't like Blastoise that much. Its design's ugly. Its makeup's ugly. It's I don't know. It's just better. It's better than Bulbasaur, but I don't know. I'm just not a huge fan of the Kanto starters to begin with.
In my original rankings, I put all of the Kanto starters in S.
Yeah, that's why I don't
because
like you.
of nostalgia. I played enough.
Fuck nostalgia. I hate nostalgia so much.
So you have it in A. I have it in S. Flip another coin.
Alexa, flip a coin. Heads.
You've got tails.
Fuck me.
All right. Squirtle stays
and
in S.
Chimchar in A tier.
Okay. Chimchar is the last Pokemon I have on my list, and I put it in S tier.
I put it in A tier. It was my first Pokemon playthrough, and I leveled it. And then once as soon as I learned Close Combat, I fucking just destroyed people.
Yeah. Close
Combat is too strong a move. It needs nerf, please. It was a pain to level up Charmander or Chimchar. And I appreciate the work I put into it. I just hate the fucking design. It looks so ugly.
Even for Infernape?
Infernape is ugly.
Not every, but 90% of my Gen 4 playthroughs, Chimchar is my choice.
Chimchar's just the best Pokemon for that region.
Yeah.
Because there's like no fire types in that region.
Exactly. It's not just like you pick it because of necessity. It's the best constructed Pokemon of the generation, of the starters in that generation.
Yeah.
And I would go as far as to say that Infernape is before Blaziken got its Mega, and Charizard got its 2 Megas, the best of the fire fully evolved starters. I would make that argument.
Yeah, I'd say it's still better than all of them.
Yeah, I don't think it's better than a Mega. Not better than Mega Blaziken.
Well, those are still considered different Pokemon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's pretty good. I just don't know if I put the high. It's Shini's cute. I guess it's pink.
Yeah.
And then we always love a pink Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
Then S tier.
That's it for me. All of the Pokemon have been taken care of. What did you?
In S tier, I have Cyndaquil, Mudkip, and Rowlet.
Yeah, and we already discussed where all those go.
Sure.
We balanced them all out. So, let's review where everybody falls.
It's be a long episode.
Okay. So, in our F tier, we decided there are no Pokemon in the F tier.
Disagree.
We did not agree on any one Pokemon being in F tier. Therefore, no Pokemon is in F tier.
They're all friends.
Okay.
Although we know how I feel about Charmander and its ilk.
We put in D tier.
Some Pokemon deserve to go extinct, and honestly, Charmander is one of them.
No. Not even the Pokemon not even Kabuto or Omastar.
I mean, science has played God. I mean, you stop.
Exactly.
You know Lapras is going extinct?
Yeah.
And they may have saved it from the brink of extinction. Now it's overfishing waters.
Yeah. Alright. In our D tier, Snivy, Tepig, Fennekin, Chikorita.
Okay.
In our C tier, Charmander, Cyndaquil, Chespin, Litten, Turtwig.
For the record, I am voting for this under duress.
Well, we came to a compromise. In B tier, we had Mudkip, Froakie, Bulbasaur, and Piplup.
Okay.
In A tier, Oshawott, Torchic, Trico, Poplio, Totodile.
Okay.
And last, but certainly not least, we both love both of these Pokemon. Our S tier, Rowlet and Squirtle.
Yeah, I think Squirtle's my favorite of the Gen 1 Pokemon, and saying that I did choose, I think they're all ugly, very basic designs.
Oh, Rowlet, Squirtle, and Chimchar, excuse me.
Chimchar's good.
Yeah, sorry, didn't write that last one. So, we will post our
chart.
Our chart over
on Patreon.
No, we'll just post it over
on the community page.
Yes. Okay. So, first we want to talk about the competitive scene.
Sure.
So
I know nothing, so this is all you.
So basically, every single there are seasons where they do competitive Pokemon, and
what a steal!
What a steal! Now, it's divided into multiple. They have tier competition, and then they have. So basically, they could cap off what Pokemon are allowed in competitive. They normally do doubles.
Mm-hmm.
Doubles are sort of the standard of competitive Pokemon.
Really? But the VGC always does singles.
No, doubles are like what people pay more attention to.
Wow.
Okay. Now, in doubles, a few years ago, somebody won with the following team. In 2014, some Korean player Si Jun Park managed to get to the finals against player Judy Azzarelli, and it was all thanks to Pachirisu. Basically, Sejun Park trained Pachirisu to be able to tank any moves used against it during double battles. This is how it worked. So let me read back the team. Garchomp. A pretty obvious addition.
Mm-hmm.
Gyarados.
Okay.
Gardevoir.
Okay.
Gothiolite. How do you pronounce that?
Gothitelle?
Sure. Talonflame. And
Okay.
Pachirisu.
Okay.
And everybody was so surprised by that. How is Pachirisu able to hang with teams that frequently carry Pokemon like Salamence, Gyarados, Tyranitar? Here's how. He optimized Pachirisu's special defense so high, and Pachirisu already has very high special defense. He then did this. He assigned Pachirisu the move Follow Me,
Okay.
which is a very underused move.
Forces your other Pokemon to target it. Right?
Yeah. So basically, part of his strategy was he would send out Pachirisu with either Gyarados or Garchomp.
Okay.
He would then enlist Garchomp and Gyarados to Dragon Dance and set up. Pachirisu would use Follow Me. Now, a Follow Me from Pachirisu and its special defense meant that Pachirisu could feasibly take
A special wall.
2 Draco Meteors from Salamence consecutively
Okay. It's a lot for
and still live.
for Pikachu clan.
Exactly. So, because of that, he had an open path to setting up, open path to sweeping, and he won the finals in 2014 with a Pachirisu. This is why I love competitive battling. It's more about strategy than the Pokemon you take with you.
Did they do a baton pass, or does Dragon Dance affect the whole side of your team?
No. Dragon Dance only affects the one Pokemon who takes
So he
it.
did Baton
I
Pass.
think that Baton Pass was banned.
Maybe U-turn?
U-turn doesn't pass on status. So, I love competitive battling. It's like a chess game. You need to think in multiple layers, and the fact that you're able to carry a Pokemon with as low a stat total as Pachirisu to the finals and win with it, not just like barely getting by, but playing a vital role in your team, speaks volumes.
When was the last time you did a gimmick team?
Oh, I'm constantly running gimmicks. My favorite gimmick, I have a couple. Gliscor has an ability called Poison Heal, where if it's poisoned, it doesn't lose health, it gains 12% health.
So you give it a toxic orb?
So I give it a toxic orb, allow it to get poisoned, and then instead of running toxic on it, I run fling. It flings toxic orb and does chip damage as well as poison.
Interesting.
Yeah. I also like to run trick on a lot of Pokemon. So I basically bait and switch. I have an Alakazam on my team. People think, oh, it's a Mega. I bring it out. They bring out a Dark type to counter.
Yeah.
And they expect a switch. So they expect a switch. So they set up with Swords Dance or something.
Yeah.
Or Nasty Plot, depending on what the Dark type Pokemon is. And before it does that, because Alakazam has such high speed, I trick, swap a Choice Scarf with whatever they're holding.
Yeah.
They're now locked into Swords Dance or Nasty Plot. They can't attack me. And I've gotten their leftovers or whatever.
Have you ever used a Pyukumuku?
No, I haven't.
It's so fucking fun because Pyukumuku can't do any attack moves.
Yeah.
It only knows status conditions and like different stuff, so I would give it like, I forget which one my competitive Pyukumuku is. I think it's like Stockpile, Swallow, Toxic, and Soak.
Okay.
So what I would do is I'll stockpile a bunch and become very tanky.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll soak any steel types,
Mm-hmm.
and just make them so that soak makes the Pokemon water type, and then toxic them, and because they can't really fucking because Pyukumuku is a wall,
Yeah.
so I will keep fucking stockpiling and swallowing
Mm-hmm.
just to heal. And so it's basically a stall. It's so fucking irritating. And if they kill me and they're on low health, Pyukumuku's ability is that whatever damage was used to knock it out, like that amount of health that was lost, is shot back at them.
Yeah.
So
There's a glaring problem to that. The taunt problem.
taunt is something you can't undo. If someone taunts you, you're fucked.
Yeah. So, gimmicks are fun, but gimmicks only work so well.
Mm-hmm. Have you ever run a attack Shedinja?
Run attack Shedinja?
Yeah.
You can only run attack Shedinja.
Like, have you made like a really irritating Shedinja? I have. So Shedinja can learn Heal Block, a very useful move that not a lot of Pokemon know.
Yeah.
Prevents people from using leftovers and other healing moves
Yeah.
at all.
Mm-hmm.
So I will, if they can't hit me, I have my Shedinja with safety goggles. So things like
Sandstorm, hail, can't hurt
me, which would be fucking deadly.
Yeah.
To pour Shedinja with his 1 health. And then I'll just fucking heal block.
Yeah.
And then if I haven't set up with like a Mimikyu beforehand, I will either do X Scissor, Shadow Sneak, or Ghost Claw.
Yeah.
And you basically destroy most fucking enemies like that. Like, just because you're so fast.
I remember in Emerald, is there a ghost type? Not ghost type. Yeah. Ghost or bug type gem in Emerald? I'm forgetting. But I remember one time.
There's neither.
I had a Gardevoir on my team in Emerald, and I was up against the Shedinja, and Shedinja was this person's first Pokemon, so...
The Elite Four member has ghost types.
Yeah, so Shedinja on my Gardevoir had Psychic, it had Calm Mind, and it had, I forget what the third move is, but it also had Skill Swap. So I skill swapped with Shedinja before knocking it out, and my Gardevoir was just untouchable the rest of the match.
Even if it had nothing but ghost types?
I don't know if it was a ghost type. I just remember it being a difficult battle. And I know Shedinja was one of the first Pokemon that came out. So, Skill Swap is a great move to have.
Yeah, but it doesn't like super help you. Like Wonder Guard is only effective. The gimmick with Wonder Guard is that only moves that are super effective against you can hurt you.
Yeah.
This does not protect you from entry hazards or status or weather. So if you get poisoned, like say if someone flings the fling wouldn't work on it.
No, fling is dark type. It's a dark type move.
Never mind.
So
basically, Shedinja is the shed skin of a cicada.
Nincada.
Specifically Nincada. And so it only has 1 health. And so its big thing is you can't be hurt by anything that isn't rock, fire,
dark, or ghost.
Dark, ghost. Bug is not weak to electric?
No, it's not.
Huh.
What else is it weak to? Dark, fire, rock.
Ghost. It's only those 4. If it isn't electric, it's... Oh, flying?
Flying as well, yeah.
There's a lot of weaknesses, but you can... If someone uses Soak on a Shedinja, it basically has... it's immune to 16 of the 18 types.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
16 or 14. It's one of the 2.
All right. So, competitive battling is not something that David does a lot. It's something I used to be really into, but I've since backed off of that a little.
Oh, if any of you have played Ultra Sun or Ultra Moon, spoilers. So you know Ultra Necrozma? Ultra Necrozma doesn't know any moves that could hurt Shedinja. So you can just have him out. And
I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah, I have one on my team specifically for Ultra Necrozma. His name is Anti-Necrozma.
Ultra Necrozma was a pain.
I had to bring in Mewtwo first time I fought him. I had to bring in my Mewtwo from Pokemon X and Y.
Wow.
So I was like, I can't do this right now.
I had a team of... Who did I have on my team? I had Magnezone, I had my... Como.
Como?
Yeah. I had Primarina. I had... What else did I have? I forget. I'll remember later. But basically, I like Magnezone. I opened with Magnezone, and I Thunder Waved it. I'm like, okay, I need it to lose moves every now and then.
In real life, what Pokemon would you have on your team?
If I had to have a Pokemon with me at any point in time?
Well, yeah. I have a few in mind for me.
Ooh. You go first.
I would pick either my boy Sableye because he's cute and he finds shiny things.
Yes.
And he'd be a cute pet.
Finds he steals shiny things.
Fines for me, I don't know anything.
You klepto bitch.
You klepto bitch. Breloom.
Why?
Breloom is my shiny hunter.
Yeah.
I swear to God, I love him so much. I've learned to love Breloom. Breloom needs a Mega or a new form. I'm hoping it gets a new form in Galar. I would love that. But it's such a good Pokemon. I did not realize how good it was until I started using it to shiny hunt.
Mm-hmm.
God. I would use a Krogunk because Krogunks are so cute. I love a fighting type.
They're also poisonous. You can't touch them. Krogunk and Toxicroak famously have poisonous skin.
I don't know.
Okay.
Still a cute baby boy.
Alright.
I like Krogunk way more than I like Toxicroak. Toxicroak has a weird design.
It is a very weird design.
It doesn't look like it can move in real life.
Yeah.
Or
Or it looks like it would move painfully slow.
Those would be my main three.
Okay. I would want a Mimikyu.
A baby boy
A baby boy.
that you can never look at.
They need love.
But you can never look at them.
I don't care.
They need love.
I would also do a Jirachi because they grant wishes.
You can't. They don't grant wishes, they steal shit.
And they grant wishes.
But by stealing shit, do you not remember the anime?
They grant wishes.
She wished for candy and she got a bunch of fucking stolen candy from the shops around her.
She grants wishes.
Sure.
And after Jirachi, Celebi. Because
Of course you pick all the fucking mythical Pokemon instead of normal Pokemon like everyone else.
The Amazon is on fire, and Celebi it could heal the world.
Celebi.
And we need a Celebi in the world right now.
Do you want to talk about drama?
Yes, so, David Mad.
I am big mad. I'm a neolib.
Go for it.
So, some of you may have heard that now all Pokemon will be included in the new games. I don't like that. I really don't like that because the tagline for the game series has always been catch 'em all. And now it's not. And that upsets me greatly.
Catch them all if they're available to you.
Catch only a few.
Catch the ones you can.
Catch a curated few.
Yeah.
I hate it. The whole thing was they're trying to create a balanced game. Like a balanced scene for...
Yeah, and you would have more balance if there were more Pokemon to choose from. You can create more diverse teams, and more diverse teams beget other diverse teams to counter them.
Yes, but also, they specifically chose, we've handpicked these Pokemon. And so, of course, they picked Tyranitar and Garchomp.
Yeah.
Two Pokemon that never get shine, or never used in competitive, obviously. Because they want to, two Pokemon that are in OU. Two fucking Pokemon that are in OU who got Megas.
Yeah. Garchomp's Mega is an Uber by default.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
normal Garchomp is not.
Really fucking good Pokemon. Yeah. Again, Cynthia's Garchomp committed war crimes.
Yeah. Cynthia is haunted by the Hague.
Yep.
For hoarding historical artifacts.
Yep.
So yeah, I'm not happy that a bunch of Pokemon are being cut for what they claim to be either new animations, which to be fair we saw a few.
Yeah.
In the new Pokemon and Me clone.
Yeah.
Which they give a new fucking name every generation, which I can't stand. Pick one. Just pick one. Just pick one name. And they just released Pokemon Home's coming to the Switch, which is going to be the new Pokemon Bank, which I don't know why we need another one. But they said it's a place for all Pokemon to gather, except if you switch from a 3DS from Pokemon Bank to Pokemon Home, there's no way to send it back.
Yeah.
That means any Pokemon that's in there that's not in the new Switch game means they're trapped there until whenever Game Freak decides they're worthy to be in a Pokemon game.
Yeah. I honestly... I wasn't planning on buying the new game.
Because you don't have a Switch.
I don't have a Switch. So... But hearing about the fact that they're including less Pokemon, and what pissed me off is they're including less Pokemon because they need to delegate resources to other facets of the game.
Animations.
Yeah, and I'm fucking really? You already have templates from Sun and Moon. Just fucking copy.
Sun and Moon, which are the same from X and Y.
Yeah, listen. I don't know. I don't know computers, but copy paste a fucking Feebas into.
I mean, there are some things that you can't do. Like, I understand that scaling up requires a new texture. And maybe because there's also gonna be Dynamaxing, which is big Pokemon.
Yeah.
And that requires work, but Game Freak is a company with money that can hire more people, or if not, they could afford to delay a game.
Yeah.
Really, I know why they're not. It's because the Pokemon company's twisting their arm.
Yeah.
And because they have anime coming out, they have merchandise to get moving. So if they delay a game, they delay all of it.
Oh yeah, Pokemon is as ingrained as it is into our lives. It's so ubiquitous and it's so profitable that we could never escape it. You could never decide, oh yeah, I'm done with Pokemon. I'm done seeing it. It will always be there for you.
It'll be on your phone. Pokemon Go. I cannot stand that. It's very clear that Game Freak doesn't want to make Pokemon anymore. Because they're while they're working on this game, and they say they'll have enough resources or time, they're also working on Project Hero or Little Town Hero, which I've heard some things that's not very good.
Oh.
And I'm kind of excited by that because it means that Game Freak is a bad developer and everyone should know that. They've consistently made decisions that are antiquated and old, even by modern gaming standards and even standards of the same system. This it's the first time that we're able to control the camera in a Pokemon game.
We don't need that.
I mean,
we never needed it.
To be fair, we never did, but it's nice to have, and we're making an open world, so we're catching up to Ubisoft 10 years ago.
I just feel like a lot of these improvements are unnecessary token improvements to get your mind off the fact that your favorite Pokemon is no longer in this game.
Yeah, and they brought back the PSS in a new bastardized form.
Yeah. Because
they finally learned that Festival Plaza, why would you delete a very good system for one that's more obscure and harder to read and understand? That I have to search through fucking pages of wikis to figure out how to even use Festival Plaza because it's so poorly explained.
Yeah.
And now they want us to just fucking swallow that up and say, well, we want it to be, this is how we want it, this is how it's going to be done. It's fine.
Yeah.
Fuck it. When your sales are lower than you expected, and Game Freak eventually gets the chop, and they move on to a different company who is more deserving of the Pokemon license, who has put more passion and new ideas. And I think that combining Z moves and Mega Evolution to one system is fine. Gigantamaxing is a fine idea. I just have no hope for it because it's, how do I know it's going to stay?
Yeah,
it's going to be cut next game. And they've said it in the past, and it's important that people know that they say they don't expand upon the game anymore because then people will expect more from them next time. And that's such a fucked way of doing things. If you're not giving your best all the time, then why even bother?
That's why I think we loved Gen 4 so much collectively.
Yeah.
Because I think Gen 4 was the biggest expansion of the scope of the game ever.
It had improvements. It had life changes. It had follower in Pokemon. It included their shiny models.
Yeah.
When they followed you. It included the Pokeathlon, which was a cute minigame that one played. The Safari Zone, they added a new one.
Yeah.
They added new sounds, new music. They added even player customization in some small way. That you can wear the Team Rocket outfit. There's a lot that Heart Gold Soul Silver had that this one doesn't. I don't get how Pokemon's regressed so much.
They've sort of sat on their laurels a little bit and decided,
Game Freak specifically has.
Yeah, you know what? It's Pokemon. It's not going anywhere. It could be a piece of shit game. People are still gonna buy it.
And that's unfortunately the case.
Yeah.
I'm just real mad that they think they can get away with this, and people are clearly mad about it. And then there are people who are "It's a Pokemon game. What did you expect?" It's that's not a good excuse for that.
Yeah.
And I don't like when people are being mean for no reason. For people who say I want to play this game because I want to see the new Pokemon, and they're well, fuck you. You're anti-consumer. It's they're allowed to buy the game.
Yeah.
But there are also people who are you shouldn't criticize Nintendo at all or Game Freak at all because be happy you're getting a Pokemon game at all. It's fuck that. No, we deserve better.
And our expectations are so high because we love Pokemon so much.
We wouldn't if this is a game we didn't care about, we wouldn't care that this happen. I think that people are finally mad at Game Freak now is because I think the Pokemon was the final straw that broke the camel's back.
Yeah.
People were not upset about the overpowered megas. They were not upset about. People were upset about the only Cantonian Alolan forms.
Yeah.
People were upset about the super gross hand-holding story. Like, it was really, like, children aren't stupid. They figured it out. We figured it out.
Yeah.
There are some things, like, Nintendo... Game Freak does weird shit where they'll hold your hand for a while, then they completely ignore other systems.
Mm-hmm.
Not explain anything to you. Like, do you even know how Festival Plaza works?
What is Festival Plaza?
Exactly. It's their, like, way to do EV training and shit.
I know what it is.
And then you can get a lottery or whatever. It's awful. It's horrible.
Mm-hmm.
And they barely explain that, but then they hold your hand to do everything else. Like, I don't need to see a cutscene where Hal tells me that he likes Malasada so much. Like, I get it. He likes food. Great. We just haven't seen that character before.
Yeah.
I'm just real tired of Game Freak getting away with shit this. I'm getting very tired of speaking.
Yeah. So I think that'll be it for today.
Yeah. I hope that you all learn to ask for more for these games because you're paying $60 for a game that is having less content than the $40 game that came out like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
2 or 3 years ago. And I honestly, I'm like, did you see the newest news?
No.
So, they're allowing you to skip the catching cutscene.
Oh, yeah. I heard of that.
People are like, oh my god, finally, thank god Nintendo or Game Freak did something right. It's like, but last week they just showed us that, like, only, like, they showed us, like, exclusively Cantonian Gigantamax forms.
Yeah.
Like, I'm glad Butterfree got a form because it fucking needs one. Beedrill got a Mega.
Yeah. So, I think that's it for today.
Yeah, I mean,
Thank you all so much. This was a fun episode.
yeah. Well, dragged on a little bit, but yeah.
How much time are we on?
117?
Okay. All right. Thank you all so much for listening. If you haven't already, please subscribe to our Patreon.
Yeah.
And, you know,
We're trying to buy a mic.
we're still trying to buy that mic. Yeah.
That mic.
Have a good day.
Be safe.
We love you.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.